All right, let's talk about one of the big trends going around, the chaotic party girl archetype. Now, this was a big thing in the early 2000s. There was always a main character in an early 2000s rom-com movie that was a disaster, papers falling everywhere, wallet falling down, clumsy, poor, broke. This is something that we saw all the time in early 2000s movies, and it was a message that we saw that women who are chaotic are fun, they're sporadic, blah, blah, blah. Now, the modern take of this, I see it in social media, I see it in branding, and this whole idea of the chaotic party girl still stays on as a fun archetype and a fun way to live your life. Now, I'm not a hater, so I really do love the artists in this space, I love the creators in this space, so this is no hate to them, but the idea of the chaotic girl archetype needs to go. And it needs to go because it is boring. Your chaos that you think is so fun, that you think people want to be around, is actually boring, it's dull, and it's old school. And no one talks about this. No one talks about the fact that that has been around for so long. This archetype is old. Your chaos doesn't make you fun. You being a disaster does not make you someone that people want to be around. It makes you distracted from your own life. So stop pretending like you are having the best time watching your life burn to the ground because you don't know how to take responsibility for yourself. You living your life chaotically, messy room, no routine, no stability, constant anxiety. I know you think this is fun, and I know you cling to this like it's your freedom, but it is your hell. And if you're in this place right now, first of all, no big deal. I don't speak on things that I don't know and that I haven't personally gone through. The chaotic, messy girl archetype was one of the biggest walls that I've ever had in my life, and even one that I still revert back to if I feel like my life is getting chaotic. I kind of lean on this whole, oh, I'm just like a chaotic, messy, fun girl. This is just who I am. But the truth is it's not. It is one of the biggest walls that I've had, and it might be one of your biggest walls as well. Because when you have this theme of underlying chaos in your life, you have this wall up from yourself. Because if you truly got your life in order, if you truly got yourself together, if you truly got into a routine, you would actually have to address yourself and get to know yourself. This chaos that you think is your personality trait is actually the thing holding you back from the authentic version of yourself. Not being able to trust yourself. When you don't trust yourself, you live in chaos because you don't know how to make decisions in your life because you don't trust your decisions. And I just want to say again, this is boring. This is a very boring way to live your life, and I want that to be so clear because let's stop calling this fun. It's not. I'm here to tell you that routine is rebellious and it's your freedom. I know we've grown up thinking that routine is the thing that makes us boring. Routine is the thing that makes you fun. The routine is the thing that makes your life exciting. Before we talk about the solution to the whole chaotic girl archetype, let's first talk about where this came from. Anywhere where we have these walls, I know it's so easy to get angry at ourselves and to get mad and upset, but I just want you to know where you have a wall and where you have something keeping you from yourself is always an area where you are not wrong, but you were simply wounded. Something happened to you when you were younger. You perhaps have only been in chaos. Chaos is familiar for you. You like to recreate chaos because this is something that is comforting to you. Somewhere along the way, chaos has kind of become your safety net and routine has been something rejected. Maybe you've never really been in routine before. Maybe that's something that your family never set up for you, so you don't actually know what that feels like. And like I always say, no big deal. If this was the case that you grew up with, as always, I have deep compassion and love for that, and that is why I make these videos, is because I know what it's like to grow up a certain way or to not have certain things and to have to fix these things later in life. The solution to this chaos that you might be holding so dear and maybe have held so dear for most of your life is routine and structure. And I want you to get out of your head right now that routine and structure is not hot, it's not fun, it's lame, it's for boring people, it's for people only with a certain style, it's for people only with a certain aesthetic. Let's get over that. I am done with these boring little ways that we look at having your life together. Having your life together, you can have any single aesthetic in the world. You can be hot, you can be young, you can be fun, and you can have your life in order. Routine grounds you to be present with yourself. You get to know yourself when you are in routine because you take away this block of chaos that constantly clouds you from getting to know yourself and honestly getting to know other people too, because when you're blocked from yourself, you are blocked from truly having a deep connection with other people. Getting in a routine might feel kind of scary to you because it truly is a time when you are not hiding from yourself, when you get your life together. But cutting out the chaos and actually getting to know yourself and discover yourself in this deep way is one of the most incredible, amazing things that you could ever possibly do. And I want you to know that there is nothing boring about that. When you ground your energy, you can have fun again because you build back this trust with yourself. All right, now on to one of the most important parts. How do you actually do this? I'm going to break it down for you very point blank, ways to add routine and structure to your life. This does not need to be strict. This does not need to be anyone else's routine. It can be your own routine. I personally am not very strict with this. I'm very fluid, but here are some of the things that I do every single day that give me that base of grounded energy that I can then fly off of and do whatever I want with. The first thing you're going to do is give yourself a morning and evening routine. This does not need to be intense. This does not need to be overly structured, but something that you consistently do every single day gives you bookends for the day, and it kind of tells you you're in routine, that there is something that you do every single day that you can expect, that you know is coming. This builds comfort with yourself. This builds this routine that you know you are taking care of yourself. When you have a morning routine, you are saying, I'm important, I'm putting time into myself, and I'm doing that before I give my day to anyone else. This can be simply waking up, writing, and read, you can meditate, you can do whatever you want. I personally meditate, I read, I have a practice that I do every single morning, and it just changes me for the day. If I don't do it, I can massively tell the difference, and I'm not the best to be around. In the evening, it can be anything as well. Personally, I love doing my skincare routine at night, and then I put magnesium oil on my feet. I go to bed, and it just feels amazing, like having a little bit of time to relax in bed before I go, knowing what to expect, knowing that these two things, both the morning routine and the evening routine, are things that I do to take care of myself every single day, honestly feels amazing. The next thing that you can do is you can build time blocks within your day. So if there are certain things you need to get done, say from the hours of 8 a.m. to noon, you can say errands and cleaning, right? Just build some time blocks where within those hours, whenever you choose, you are going to get certain things done. They don't need to be super strict. It doesn't need to be hour by hour. That might work for you. That doesn't work for me. I build out blocks of time that is used for creativity, blocks of time that is used for social time, blocks of time that are used for beach walks. It doesn't really matter what you're scheduling, but just knowing where your time is going and being aware, because your time shows what you value. So when you have an eye on that, it builds this deep trust and respect with yourself and this respect with your own time. The other major way you can build back routine with yourself is to get a planner. Till my dying breath, I will be saying this, get a planner. The first thing that you want to schedule is everything that you love, everything that makes it feel like you are living your life fully. Is it tennis classes? Is it boxing classes? Is it hanging out with friends? Is it getting day drinks? I don't care what it is. That is the first thing that you schedule, and that is the most important thing that you schedule. Living your life fully is the most important thing you can do. Everything else is simply supporting it. So the first thing you schedule is the things that make you feel truly alive, not your cleaning, not your errands. Yes, pencil those in too, but please, please, please schedule the most important things that make you feel like you are truly living your life. The second thing that you're going to schedule is your errands and your random to-dos. Always throw this in with a pencil. I do my entire schedule with a pencil. Sometimes I miss days of my schedule because I decide to do something else. I get sick, things happen. No big deal. I simply erase and I start over. There is no guilt in scheduling. This does not need to be strict. It does not need to be rigid. It is not a big deal if you fall off. And I think that's a very important reason to use a pencil. No big deal. We're not mad at ourselves. We're not beating ourselves up because the schedule is here to support you. That is your best friend. That is your confidant. That schedule is trying to help you live your life more. That is all it is trying to do. It is not trying to impose rules on you and is simply not trying to make you boring. I'm so sick of this mindset that only boring people have schedules and only boring people have plans. Let's just get over this 1992 idea that exists that, again, it's dull and it's boring. What routine and a schedule will do is it will let you get to know yourself because it will cut out the chaos of you being a disaster. This is an exciting life. This is the most vulnerable way to live your life, and to truly think about how you would use your time if you were not constantly sitting in anxiety and just panic attacks because of all the things that you're not attending to in your life is one of the most beautiful experiences and ways to really get to know yourself and to live your life fully. I really hope this video was helpful for you because it's something that I wish I learned a lot earlier, that your chaotic party girl archetype that you are holding on to so dearly truly is boring. It is blocking you from getting to know yourself. It is blocking you from truly connecting with other people. And I think it's time that we take out this whole rigid idea of structure and routine and planning. This truly is for everyone. This is not just for the clean girls. This is not just for people with beige backgrounds. I love a rock and roll vibe with a routine, okay? It's important to know that you don't have to be one thing and you don't have to be boxed in, and no one has to get why you look incredible and like a rock star, but you're super on it and you're organized and you know you've got your business sorted. Anyway, I hope you have the very best week and I will talk to you so soon.